Hello everyone, Caillou here, back with more coverage for Grand Prix Estrathe for the Revolution format. Today we're going to be watching the round 1 match between Dallaby, who is on a Naya aggro deck built around the Solidarity mechanic, which you can see on Rage Cloak Shifter here. So basically, we're going to be diversifying our creature types, and already a very powerful curve from Dallaby, unfortunately, or would be a powerful curve, but you're playing a 3-color aggro deck, so you're making some concessions to your mana. But Turn 1 Rage Cloak Shifter, that's Shapeshifter and Shaman. Ragtag Squad gives you any 2 types. And then Sharish gives you Lizard Mercenary. So that turns on Solidarity on curve. Meanwhile, on the opposite end, we have Coveted Peacock on Scrapyard Mecha Blue-Black Tempo, which is essentially it's a tempo deck built around this synergy with some powerful exile from grave cards like Scythaxe, which give you free effects if they're exiled from your graveyard, and you combine that with some other sin. So we're starting off with a really unfortunate opener from Peacock is having to mull down to 4. I think that if you're Peacock here, the Scythaxes are easy bottoms, and then bottoms the Wraithling as well. So you still have turn 1 Deep Treader Arcanist into turn 2 Omen of Deception, which is pretty fine, especially given that Dallaby's deck, again, is taking some time off thanks to the... oh my god, and turn 2 Feast is insane. That is the perfect top deck. So now, Deep Treader Arcanist will turn on Feast and be able to just, oh, it actually depends. I guess if Dallaby drops some... I guess Dallaby is going to drop, a 1-1, but then, really it comes down to... If you play Feast, then you're going to be able to... with any sort of draw engine, just go off. Okay, so Ragtag Squad from Dallaby. Deep Treader is the worst of the... Because this deck actually has 8 1-mana looters. Between Deep Treader Arcanist and Ignited Soul. Ignited Soul is black and has Menace for the looting, which makes it a lot more difficult to stop through creatures. Deep Treader doesn't have any sort of evasion, so it does trade that off. Oh my god, the double feat. I think that there's even an argument for... You play Flooded Morass, hold up Omen of Deception, and then just hope that they... No, oh, okay, you discard the island? Or I guess here the idea is Dallaby doesn't want block, because Dallaby's on an aggro deck, so Dallaby's just... Yeah, okay. And then main 2, you play Feast of Whispered Knives and you kill a token. Or you can do the Scry 2 mode to really set yourself up, if you want another looter. But I think that this is an aggro matchup, so I feel like keeping the board clear is a pretty safe way to stay alive. Yeah, so I'm gonna kill off the Merfolk. Ignore the fact that it's clearly a Lizard in the Yard. Unfortunately, we can't Ragtag Squad have tokens for every single. That would be cool. Next turn, Dallaby can drop a Sharish. Sharish outsizes which is pretty relevant. So you can play Sharish, block Deep Treader with the Ragtag, and then at that point, Coveted has Feast, but doesn't have any way to use it. And you have a card advantage engine plus a bunch of good stuff in hand. Oh, no, okay. Ooh, I think this is a mistake. Okay. Dallaby's going to attack with the Ragtag, but now, if you want to kill Deep Treader Arcanist, you're trading off Sharish because Feast will... I don't know if I love that. Oh my god, and these are some great draws for Peacock. Is going to attack with the Arcanist. I think you can just discard the Cityscape. At this point, you are playing a low econ game almost. I could also see discarding the Omen of Deception on the assumption that you're just gonna you're never gonna use it. Okay, yeah, but I was gonna discard the Cityscape. Okay, so Dallaby is gonna block with the Sharish. So now you just main 2, you play the other Deep Treader, and then you just kill Sharish. No, is playing another feat and is gonna kill Sharish plus Ragtag. My thought is this way. You don't have... Because now you have no way to trigger the Feasts next turn. Unless Coveted is thinking, kill Sharish, and then use the Scry 2 to try and set up another draw engine or what have you. So on end, Peacock is just going to double kill the creature. I guess that is a pretty reasonable strategy here of just... I'm just going to... I mull to 4... I'm just gonna keep killing your stuff to make up for that loss in card advantage. This is I think that Feast top deck was the again, the Feast top deck into another Feast top deck really bailed out Peacock, and the Deep Treader Arcanist, the double Deep Treader Arcanist. These are some really lucky draws for Peacock. Though also, to be fair, I think Dallaby misplayed this. So okay, this turn, I guess Dallaby's looking to EO plus Rage Cloak Shifter, which that is problematic because those are 3/3s. Those will not be dying to a single, oh no. Is gonna Goob? Okay, is gonna Goob. I don't super love this. I also don't love pledging to Vishanki. So for context, there's basically, if you're not familiar with how pledging works, it gets you an enchantment token for one of the 3 factions that is connected to that monocolor card. Vishanki, oh, and whoa, Coveted top decks an Ignited Soul as well? Oh my god. So now has multiple ways to turn on Feast. Okay. Yeah, this is just, I think, despite the initial difficulty with mulls, I think Coveted's going to run away with it. So, for context, the other red pledges are, there's Hazak, which allows you to pay 4 to make a 2/2 minion with Decayed, and there's Penwrath, which allows you to pay 4 to give a creature +2/+2 until end of turn. So I feel like both of those are better for an aggro deck than Vishanki, especially when you have all of your colors of mana pretty well fixed, and you're almost out of cards. I don't think the Vishanki pledge was at all the right call here. Okay, so I mean, Dallaby's only move is you play EO. Like, I guess what Dallaby's trying to think is, do I keep stuff back to block or do I attack? Because I guess I do buy that you want to just, like, I can honestly buy that you want to not attack here and then just trade off, because otherwise Feast will just tear apart your board anyways. So is attacking only with the Goob. Coveted just takes the 3. You attack with Ignited Soul and Deep Treader. One of them trades off, but the other one lives, and then just double shoots EO. Yeah, no, I think that, like, I think, okay, as Dallaby, you have to understand that your board is going to die here no matter what. So you want to leave them with nothing that can trigger Feast. So you want to keep all your stuff back as blockers. And then double block Soul, block Deep Treader. They'll Feast and kill your whatever's left alive. That's fine. Because at that point, you just have to hope to... And again, this is another thing where I think that pledging Hazak would have been fine. Because again, you're both down to top decking. So just trade off your creatures and then have Hazak as a way to just keep pouring in and keep pumping out 2/2s that, unless they have another draw engine for Feast, you just win. Oh, notably, Ignited Soul is combat damage rather than attacks. But it doesn't really matter because Deep Treader is going to trigger anyways. So the only difference is 1 or 2 loot triggers, and I think maybe you discard it. Yeah, you discard an Omen, because so double black means that you can potentially cast a Glana, which is quite good. Okay, so he's going to trade Rage Cloak Shifter for the Deep Treader. But that means Ignited Soul gets in unblocked, and Ignited Soul is the harder one to actually stop on future turns because a single creature won't do it. Yeah, I think that, unfortunately, I think Dallaby is misplaying this to some degree. Peacock discards the Flooded Morass, but hey, Lurking Verkalos is quite good here as well. Like, I think that is really just, you Lurking Verkalos, exile something from Dallaby's grave, it becomes a 2/2, you gain 1 life, on end, you use Feast of Knives to double shoot EO. Yeah. Somehow from a mull to 4, Peacock has pulled us back with a combination of sharp play, really lucky draws, and Dallaby misplaying. I could also even see Peacock just being like, I don't care about killing EO this turn. I'll just make 2 rogues and then just run it out. I think that would be... I don't know how I feel about that, because I think that you're already in such a winning position just with Soul and Verkalos, but I could see it. I could see that as a play. On end is going to double shoot the Goob. Huh. Wants EO around for a faster clock? Okay. But see, the problem with EO being around is now you get stuck in situations like this where if you just killed EO, I don't know, I guess not really, but I don't know. I'm just a little sus of not killing EO because it's so much harder for you to deal with EO than other stuff. And I think EO would have been another thing that makes the Hazak pledge quite good, because it turns your 2/2 Decades into 3/3 Decades. Hey, Thorngrafter coming down as a 4/4. I think you probably just call Death Touch on this so you can trade off the Verkalos, yeah. Or no, yeah, Death Touch. So you want to double block Ignited Soul next turn. And yeah, this is why the Vishang, those treasures are doing really nothing. But yeah, so now next turn, Dallaby has to double block Ignited Soul. Ignited Soul kills EO. Verkalos gets through and grows to a 3/3 lifelinker. Oh no, EO just dies. Oh, I forgot about. Oh, I'm stupid. Oh, I'm just stupid. Sorry. I've been. I really just forgot that. Okay, I was wondering. Okay, reading the card explains the card. I wonder. Sorry to everyone who has been like screaming at me this whole time. I forgot that EO self-sacrifices if you didn't attack. That is a pretty harsh downside for what is kind of just a decent but not great card, at least compared to some of the other ones. But okay, yeah, so that makes sense why Coveted didn't kill it, because it kills itself, and now Dallaby Dallaby doesn't have two blockers to be able to block Ignited. So, and a Deep Treader Arcanist. Oh my god! In the top 15 cards of their deck, Peacock has hit 2 Feast of the Whispered Knives and 4 of the ways that you can trigger it. That is nuts. Also, I don't understand. I think Peacock should have kept the Swamp. Okay, no, I don't understand these plays. This is frankly a little confusing to me because, okay, I think that Peacock should have kept the Swamp. Omen of Deception is functionally useless. Because of the treasures and how many lands Dallaby has, you are never going to be countering anything with Omen of Deception. So just throw it away. Land means that you can potentially cast Glana if you get it. Play the Deep Treader Arcanist as another threat / way to trigger Feast in case they have some way to kill Ignited Soul. And then just keep rolling. Ooh, Ardor is a really good top deck, though. I don't know if it does much in this position, though. Okay, so yeah, you Ardor, you get a token. The token hits in for 2. Next turn, Ignited Soul comes in, attacks, kills Ardor, and you're kind of in the same spot. So yeah, no. Dallaby does have. Okay, yeah, Dallaby's just gonna pledge for treasure. I don't know how Dallaby gets out. I guess Dallaby has main deck wipes in their aggro deck for some reason, which is the one way they can maybe come back from this. Although Chittering Gargantua goes crazy. The problem is now Lurking Verkalos, I think, out. Because I believe that the wipe that Dallaby has is a 2 damage wipe. Let me check again. Yeah, Calamitous Warcry is a 2 damage wipe. So now at this point, Verkalos has already outsized a potential wipe. I guess what you could do, another line is if Dallaby top decks Pact of Power, but in an incredibly funny turn of events, if Coveted Peacock keeps Omen of Deception, doesn't play anything, Ardor into Pact of Power, which would be 8 mana total, would not be protected from Omen of Deception because Dallaby only has 9 mana. So Coveted could counter the Pact of Power. I think that discarding the Omen is just the right call here, but that would be extremely, extremely funny if Dallaby top decks exactly that. Okay, discards the Deep Treader Arcanist and is holding up. I don't understand holding up Omen of Deception here. I don't know what Peacock is hoping to tag with this. Yeah, I think there's literally nothing you can reasonably tag with this Omen of Deception. I think that you should just go for the kill with the Verkalos, or at this point sorry folks, my audio cut out for a bit there. I'm not sure for how long. Hopefully not too long. We'll see after the recording. But we have Coveted Peacock countering the Ardor with Omen of Deception, which I think that I'm a little surprised Dallaby decided to slam the Ardor instead of going Ragtag Squad, because Coveted Peacock was clearly thinking about whether or not to counter the Braze. So I think that you knew that they had counter magic for Ardor, so you'd want to play something like Ragtag Squad and then wait for them to tap out. Now I think that this is a bad position because Coveted Peacock plays an island, plays the Swamp, Deep Treader Arcanist, you keep up Agent of Deception, your opponent is just in a really bad spot. Because then Deep Treader threatens to keep giving you Feast of Whisper. Agent of Deception can counter most things in Dallaby's deck. And then even if something somehow gets through, Glana can kill it. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about this. I mean, if I'm Coveted. If I'm Dallaby, I'm feeling very bad about it. Though I guess Ragtag Squad into Love of a Lifetime finding another threat is pretty reasonable. The problem is, yeah, Deep Treader Arcanist comes down. Ragtag Squad, both of these spells will resolve, but then what happens is next turn, you can Glana, kill one of the Ragtag Squad tokens. Deep Terror Arcanist gets into attack. Feast of Whispered Knives kills the other one. And if Coveted Peacock hits another land, they'll have Agent of Deception up to counter whatever's tutored off the level of life. So level of lifetime is going to come down. I think you just grab another Ardor. It's just kind of the best. I might be forgetting something in Dallaby's list, but I think it's the best thing for getting recurring value. Yeah, there really isn't anything better. No, don't get EO. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's actually so bad. Because again, previously I was thinking about Ardor, right? Where it's like, okay, Coveted Peacock needs another land to be able to Agent of Deception and counter Ardor, but they're still in quite a good spot. Now Peacock can just Peacock can just do what I said before. She can just Deep Treader Arcanist attack and then Glana kill the other token. And doesn't need to worry about interaction for the tutored EO, because EO, you can't play EO on an empty board. Otherwise, EO just sacrificed Peacock. She's just in a really good position, right? But you just play Ignited Soul, Glana kill some. Oh, okay, we had to go for the. Okay, I think knowing that this feels this feels more than a little greedy. You know that Dallaby has EO and one other card in hand. Why? Yeah, I don't know. I think that Coveted is in such a commanding spot that it generally doesn't matter. But I also think it's a type of thing where I would have preferred to just play the Glana, kill something. You that way you keep around your Deep Titter Arcanist, and so you have a way to trigger feed. Because now it's gonna Omen of Deception, Agent to focus or to force 2 payment, which actually ends up being really relevant because otherwise Dallaby would have been able to Edgeland Pledge, deal 2 damage to Gargantua. And Agent of Deception actually comes in as a 3/3, so it can double block. Gargantua is sad. Also, something I didn't think about is the food token. The food token from Prix will trigger Indulgence for Feast of Whispered Knives. That is also, I guess, another reason why Vertical Cost is quite good, is you can start triggering Feast on the first. But I think you just play Glana, kill EO, play Ignite. Like, your opponent has had 1 card in hand and they're an aggro deck, they don't have bombs. I think at this you're entirely fine to just start trading off resources and then threatening to just go over the top with Feast. Say Glana is going to come down, kill the EO, and cracks the food instead of playing the Ignited Soul? Why? Because my thing is, Ignited Soul means the next turn if your opponent plays a threat, you immediately have you can just keep cycling through. Ignited Soul plus Feast means that no matter what your opponent plays, you just keep killing stuff. It also means that you can potentially, if your opponent plays a bigger threat, you can chump with Agent for a turn, Ignited Soul attack, Indulgence on Glana. I don't know. I think that not playing the Ignited Soul, there's just literally no reason, and it kind of puns. Dallaby's gonna drop the. So this way, I think so. You kill Agent of Deception. You make a 2/2 with haste. You kill Glana, and you play Goo. And this is the scenario where having Ignited Soul probably slightly better, because then this way you at least have if you played Ignited Soul, you at least Agent of Deception to block. And this time Dallaby. Well, I think Hazak is still better, but we'll get Penrath. But yeah, now all of a sudden, from a pretty commanding position, Peacock is on the back foot. Top deck Maim is quite good. But yeah, now if you're Dallaby, you just don't attack. Oh my god, and the Love of a Lifetime top deck is going to hurt so badly. Because yeah, you just Love of a Lifetime, play Ardor, and your opponent cries at this point. Because Maim can't hit Ardor. Yeah, this seems really from a commanding position for Peacock, it's now all of a sudden a nightmare. Yup, here comes Ardor. So now this is a 6 life points. Yeah, there is one piece of good news. Wait, no. Oh, Solidarity. The Solidarity token from Edgeland Pledge. This is 8 points of damage. Oh my god. I think you just if you're Peacock, you have to take the 8. You Maim to kill the gubernatorial, and then you Ignited Soul for Feast, and then try to dig into some sort of answer. No, and then on end just Maim the goob. You know that you have to. Okay, it's just way more mana efficient. Main phase is just kill the gubernatorial. Now, I mean, it comes down to you have to see what you hit off of the. You basically. Okay, another Feast is actually okay. That's there. Okay, so now you can Feast. Okay, this is still a reasonable position. You can kill Ardor. What are you thinking about? Just play the Feast and then you kill Ardor. And then Dallaby is stuck with 2/2/2s, which if they ever attack with them, you can just get an ignited soul for free and then kill them. So yeah, okay, that is an extremely lucky top deck from Coveted. Calamitous Warcry. Yeah, this is the why are you running a board? Especially since why are you oh animating Titan Stare? Okay, that's Titan Stare animate. So now because you can just keep attacking with Titan Stare and then keep your soldiers back. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. No, why are you attacking with everything? Okay, I guess that is 10 damage. Okay, and then maybe the idea is you can Calamitous Warcry, kill Ignited, and then just try to chip it, and just because then Titan Stare kills 2 hits. Okay, I can believe that. Okay, I can believe that. Zythax Apex, unfortunately not quite gonna cut it here. Dallaby's oh my god, Dallaby. And the third feast? Oh my god. Yeah, I guess if there is anything that could save the game, it would be this. Like, yeah, because you could potentially find like a scrapyard mecha or something that could exile Zythax to buy you another. So yeah, I think you feast, kill the 2 soldiers, and then third feast you go for a scry. Because you're not out racing. Peacock says thinking, but I can't imagine what are they thinking if they want another. You don't want another. If they want another card in next turn for Ignited Soul, I guess you can also just drain 6. Like another option this turn would have been drain 6 and then threaten to kill next turn by draining, which would have been very funny. But yeah, now Dallaby is going to Warcry to also kill the, which I mean they should have done this earlier. There's really no reason. Coveted Peacock, she'll take it. Especially now with that feast top deck which came just this turn. Bottom's a Cityscape and a Deep Titter Arcanist. Dallaby with just a land. But yeah, this Titan Stare. Actually, how much? Yeah, no, the Titan Stare is like, is that GG's? How much is 2-0? Okay, no. Peacock is going to concede. I don't think they were dead that turn, right? Because it's 5 damage. So you can still have time to top deck a Maim. And exactly Maim would save you. So that was a tense game. And I think it really did just come down to Peacock not playing the Ignited Soul that turn and going for the greedy. I don't even know why she went for the food play. But that was almost the opposite of game 1, where despite having an extremely commanding position, Peacock just sort of that one Edgeland pledge to kill make a 2/2. Kill Glana, kill Agent of Deception was just so brutal. And after that, Coveted just didn't have the gas to come back. And like obviously the love of a lifetime top deck to get an Ardor. Okay, looking at openers, I think triple Lurking Verkalkas does eat up food from each other a little bit. But also Lifelink is quite good into this deck. Meanwhile, lots of interesting stuff going on here. Return to Nature to exile something from grave. I don't really think that. I guess it. Sorry, actually, it just straight up kills feet. Yeah, pretty. It's a little mixed bag, but it's got all your colors and it's a pretty reasonable hand. So I think I'm fine keeping this if I'm down. If I'm Coveted, a little more unsure. I think I might mull this because you don't have a way to get fodder for Verkalkas and grave. Okay, yeah, this hand looks a lot better. You have Ignited Soul, you have Feast of Whispered Knives. I think you go like turn 1 Cityscape, turn 2 you play Ignited Soul, and then turn 3 you play and then just take away the game. You can also I was gonna say you could also turn 1 Ignited Soul, and then skip turn 2. If that's the plan, I guess actually that's probably I don't hate that. So Dallaby is also gonna open up with a redeveloped Cityscape. Coveted gonna crack theirs, exiling the sword. So now I think that you play Ignited Soul this turn. Oh no, is gonna hold up Agent of Deception? Huh. I don't agree with this play at all. I think you want to play Ignited Soul immediately, because unless your opponent literally has 2 1-drops next turn, your feast is gonna kill whatever they play next turn anyways. And then and then I think that snowballing with feast is your best way to win in this matchup, and I don't buy that this was the right play. I guess the idea is you want to get and I think that you want to save and I think that you want to save Agent of Deception for bombs like Ardor. So yeah, no, I think that was completely the wrong turn too. Because now what are you doing? You're going are you going turn 2 Lurking? Okay, yeah, turn 2 Lurking, and then they exile the redeveloped Cityscape from their graveyard. And then next turn Dallaby has like a few different options. Thorngrafter, like you have like Narzi or Heroes Never Die. or Goob, all plus Thorngrafter. And they're getting stuff on board. Like, you don't have wipes. Your way of dealing with stuff on board is just they I churn through them with Feast. So I don't know that I love. And since Narzi and Heroes Never Die are both flash speed, you can just play Thorngrafter. If I'm Coveted Peacock, I'm assuming that Coveted Peacock's gonna maim and kill Thorngrafter, and then you just flash in Narzi to stop that. And is exiling the Ignited Soul? I guess the idea is that Peacock is hoping to lurking Verkulkas, get it up to 3 power, and then make it a lifelinker, and then turn on Feast that way. Don't know if I agree with her decision. It's gonna try and maim the Thorngrafter. You just flash. No, what? What? Flash in Narzi there. What are you doing? Huh? I'm not understanding the plays on, but frankly. Okay, Dallaby is going to instead play Heroes Never Die. I wonder if Dallaby doesn't realize that Heroes Never Die returns a creature tapped, so won't be able to gotcha with Thorngraft. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dallaby didn't realize that Heroes Never Die returns it tapped. Okay, so Verkulkas grows to an on-end. Peacock's just going to play out. And yeah, gained 3 life this turn, right? Because 1 life from the Verkulkas trigger and then 2 from lifelink. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So I forgot it doesn't even need to be a 3/3 lifelink to be able to do that. So now Dallaby's definitely in a bad spot. Return to Nature can kill the Feast. How are you ever stopping Verkulkas? Because that thing is going to be scaling like crazy. And Dallaby's deck, I guess you need to find Braze is really what it comes. Okay, I'm begging, praying, Dallaby, pledge, no! Pledge to Hazak. I guess the idea is Penwrath plus Titan Stare won them that last game. And Return to Nature to kill the Feast. This is the problem with the extraction mission, or not the scrapyard mecha decks, is because you're playing like some questionable high mana value to really get your money's worth from the graveyard exile trigger. Sometimes you just get stuck in your head. I guess the idea is you play Deep Treader. Yeah, Coveted Peacock creatures are all 1/1 other than the Verkulkas. So if Dallaby finds, so really it comes down to Dallaby's on a 2-turn clock to find Braze, and if Dallaby finds Braze, they can still live in this game. Does Edgelands Pledge? No. If they'd had it last turn, then Edgelands Pledge would have done something, but not this turn. Again, it's not bad. You can still like kill Deep Treader, make a 2/2, and then swing for 4, which is what they're gonna do. But it doesn't stop Verkulkas. So yep, is gonna kill the Deep Treader Arcanist and get that 1/1. I guess the idea is maybe next turn you plan to quintuple block. And the feast again, the Coveted's top deck's crazy with it. But yeah, I think it's curtains. It really is curtains. The Feast kills the Goober. Coveted Peacock is at 30 something life versus an aggro deck. Feast comes down and kills Goober. Yeah. Braze can still stabilize. Because you top deck Braze, you kill Verkulkas. Peacock could draw dry and not hit anything good and just kind of, at that point you can maybe eke out a win with Narzi and Calamitous Warcry. Yeah, that is. Okay, Dallaby is just going to seed there. Had 1 more turn to draw the Braze, but yeah, that game was definitely a little off to the races. So after a grueling 3-game set, Peacock is going to take it 2-1. Putting blue-black tempo on the map. And that's our second recorded tempo deck win of this GP. So it might be, the sleeper archetype going into later rounds. But we'll have to see. But again, Dallaby still took that game too. So they have a chance to come back. And as long as they don't lose another match, they can still make the top cut. So excited to see how they... But until next time, this is going to be Caillou